Hey everyone. A lot went down these past few days. Long story short, production was steady, storage was full, and the sales? Clean and profitable. Let's start with the Coke operation. This is what happens when production runs wild and no one moves the product. Inventory stacked to the ceiling. Profit waiting to be claimed. So let's get to work. The problem this time was the delivery method. The product had to be transported under the radar, by plane. Unfortunately, I had zero flight experience up to that point, but while browsing the internet, I came across an ad for the San Andreas Flight School. Not only could I gain the necessary experience there, I could also earn a valid pilot's license. I decided to get the right outfit first. If I was going to fly, I might as well look the part. Once I was geared up, I headed straight to the airport.
We're here. Have a nice day.
One thing's for damn sure, they didn't go easy on me. They taught me how to fly, and then they pushed me through hell to prove I deserved it. Loops under bridges. Emergency landings with engine failure. Jumping without a parachute, catching it mid-free fall and sticking a precision landing. Emergency landing in severe weather conditions. Landing on a moving transport truck. Flying in tight formation. Weapons training mid-air. Low altitude flying to avoid radar detection. Maneuvering through dense building formations at high speed. And in the end, I had to prove I could keep up with the instructor himself. That was it. I don't know if I'll ever buy my own plane, but from now on, moving product by air won't be a problem. That's going to make things a whole lot easier. Back to the Coke operation. The product was loaded onto seaplanes, and I had to deliver every single one myself. 5 buyers per aircraft. Mechanically, they weren't that different from the training planes. Simpler, slower, but reliable. And since I was taking off from water, I didn't have to worry about short runways. I was warned beforehand, don't fly too high, stay under the radar, stay invisible. The drop-off zones were marked with thick colored smoke. All I had to do was time it right and release the crates clean. One by one, smooth runs, no complications. That was the last payday, baby, and all without trouble. And now to the meth lab. Stock had piled up there as well. The workers had to shut everything down because storage was full. Still, I have to admit, it was a solid investment. So, let's move. Get rid of the trash. Payday, baby. That takes care of that. But the job's not done yet. The warehouse had hit maximum capacity again. When I took a closer look, I noticed the variety of goods had expanded. But why not? No matter the industry. In the end, it's all about the money. Full throttle. Time is money. I received the message. The product was to be transported by plane. What a lucky coincidence. At the airport, a plane was waiting for me. Nothing fancy, but that's what gave it its charm. I started the engine, and soon we were airborne. What a feeling, flying over the city. The skyscrapers that usually seem so massive suddenly looked tiny. Gradually, the city disappeared behind me, and I was heading into no man's land. After about an hour, I could already see the red smoke the buyer was using to mark the landing zone. Flying over it, I noticed a crowd of people waiting below. I turned and began my approach. As I got closer, they opened fire. That wasn't the buyer. Doesn't matter. Eat propeller, asshole. I brought the plane to a stop, and as I stepped out, gunfire came from all sides. I hadn't expected this. I returned fire and all hell broke loose around me. One by one, they went down. I managed to secure the cargo. Payday. The buyer was nearby and paid up. Even if I almost didn't make it, that's what I call occupational risk. Damn. The money, the drugs, the smuggled goods. They were already piling up again. Doesn't matter. I need a break. For now. Wow. It's kind of strange. Back in the office, there was so much wealth around me, and now, nothing. Just the water and the waves dancing on it. And yet, it feels like I don't need anything more. Maybe it's time to think about taking a long break. Somewhere out there, something better might be waiting for me. As for the casino, specifically the car, I still haven't had any luck. Tomorrow, the car will be replaced. That means I've got only one last shot. And then there's one more thing. Malk sent me an address, told me to check it out. When I asked what I'd find there, he just said, a new way to make money. Great. More work. When I arrived, a guarded warehouse awaited me. It was too dark, so I had to pull out my flashlight. The guard told me to climb over the crates. Done. And that's when I froze. Behind the pallets, stacks of cash. What the hell was that madman planning? And why leave so much money so poorly guarded? I guess we'll find out soon enough. For now, I'm out.